Sanity of Virtus.Pro.
Game 3 time. We're going to Blackheart's Bay. I am super excited for this map. We don't see it that often, but it's one of the most exciting maps in the game. But I got to ask you, Tetra, as usual, who won that draft in your opinion?
I got to agree with the analysis here. Virtus.Pro's draft looks really, really strong here. They have a huge amount of damage over time with Valor and a lot of single target damage with the Li Ming.
So for my Insanity, we have Nurok on Tassadar, Darkmok on Sonya, Splendor on Karazim, Haswabs on Valstad, and Blumby on Muradin.
Whereas on the right-hand side, we have Sevkaja playing Valor, Neon playing the Li Ming, Power of Dream on Thrall, Lunan on Rhaegar, and BKB on Johanna.
All right, over here on the blue side of the map, we have mYi.
Whereas on the right-hand side, it is going to be Virtus.Pro.
Here we go, everything on the line here, getting into the grand finals, going to Korea, all coming down to this final map, Blackheart's Bay. We are going to see Falstad take control of Watchtower first with his ability to fly in. An aggressive positioning here by Virtus.Pro, but they're just going to rotate back now. Sonya already down in the bot lane.
Yeah, she's the only one down there, though. We're going to see Thrall finally make his way down there. In time for the minions, they just wanted to go quite aggressive and get a lot of harassment onto those towers. Tassadar, though, doing a good job of shielding to protect the towers from Li Ming.
You know, I always say this, but Neon, I love his Li Ming, and that's why I really like this draft for Virtus.Pro. I'm excited to see how well Neon is going to do on this map, because we haven't seen it yet. But with his resets and his ability to hit 6 sick Arcane Orbs consistently, I'm feeling really good here for Virtus.Pro.
Yeah, Neon is scary. They really do like this Li Ming. Splendor stealing 1 coin away. Falstad going down to the bottom lane to help Darkmok here contest this chest, and Power is outnumbered, but not for long. Lunan arriving, and they're going for Hasu.
Oh, jumping right on top of him. Haswabs can try to grab these and then barrel rot. Splinter coming in aggressively as well. And that's actually going to be those 5 coins going to mYi. Actually 6 in total, so 6-4 here. Something to talk about. Oh, we have a very aggressive quick turn in here for Haswabs. I love that. Something to talk about here for Li Ming on this map as well is that her missiles actually hit the chests like 1 each, so you can actually knock those chests down super, super fast with her. And the siege damage is so important. I know Kaldor mentioned that Mule is possible here for Tassadar on this map, and I would really, really like to see that based on these comps.
Yeah, Takala's Embrace is still very strong, though. That's why it's so hard to make that decision to pick the Mule. Darkmok will survive this, but takes a lot of damage. And immediately, though, mYi responding very nicely. Falstad flying down to the bottom lane to soak that XP. Very nice by them.
We're seeing Haswabs basically just being the master of rotations in this series, whether it's Vikings or in this case Falstad. He's the EXP man. And we do see Lunarin going to go ahead and start these camps.
Yep, and you can see here that Rhaegar actually took Lightning Bond on level 1, which basically means when he casts his Lightning Shield on an ally, it also casts on him, and that includes the Totem, which is what we saw there, giving him a very large amount of AoE damage and allowing him to do camps a little bit quicker than he would have had if he took the Radius, for example.
Yep. Healing Totem coming out. We're not going to be seeing anything crazy here. And Merklord, actually, I said we're not seeing anything crazy, but Merklord coming out here for Sonya. So that's going to allow a lot more aggressive pushing in the lanes with Sonya. And something that we see basically on this map more than any other map, but it's still not a very common pick in general.
Yeah, it's very cool to see. It does mean that, like you said, mYi can be very aggressive with those mercenary picks and leave Sonya, because she can do solo laning very well. They can leave her in lane. Power getting stunned up here, taking a lot of damage. The focus is real. Does so much to Haswabs, though. Haswabs just gets out of there.
Yeah, just barely getting out of there. But with the Merklord, this becomes a much scarier situation down here. I almost feel like they might try to take these Knights, especially because they have vision that most of the members of Virtus.Pro are away, and they could do a very early rotation. Remember, with Merklord, you also take less damage for any Mercs that aren't a boss, so you can just sit down here and easily take this by himself. BKB coming down, and Haswabs is going to help clear this, and this could be a very strong bot push.
Yeah, while they were doing this, though, that does mean that the 2 Siege Giants that they had aren't getting that bonus from the Mercenary Lord, but like you said, they're going to be able to take this Bruiser camp a lot easier than they would otherwise. There we go, we see the Bruisers pushing in. They are Merklorded, but a couple members from Virtus.Pro coming down to try and contest.
Big Dwarf toss away there to escape But this Merklord will have to keep a close eye on how many camps get taken and how much that actually does impact this game. Level 7s are up. Checking out what Tastar is going to pick. You're going to take the shield instead. Now a big engage here. We have Darkmok running into the front. BKB gets a huge condemn on 4 though. Down goes the heal to save.
We see Sevka coming in from the side, does a lot of damage once again. BKB doing an amazing job. There's the root onto Falstad. The Volt missile so close. He gets out.
The Psystorm and those just trying to help zone there, and the missiles just were right on his tail. We do have the first cannons to be fired here for Virtus.Pro, and they're also, of course, going to control, with that last win on that fight, the bot chest. They're going to grab those coins.
Yeah, they will grab a load of coins into their possession. So for now, though, we are seeing that middle fort taking a lot of damage. It will go down very easily here due to the amount of damage that was done to it beforehand. Karazim getting blinded there, so can't do much more damage himself. Darkbok, we just saw him off to the corner there, doing more mercenaries, just able to take him down himself.
Yeah, and he's going to get that last one down there at the last second. A big level lead, though, here to Virtus.Pro. Dearly hitting 9, hitting 10 first, of course, going to allow them to aggressively deny a lot more turn-ins or get some themselves. And looking at the condemn build that we're seeing here for Johanna, you see that the cooldown reduction is quite effective. We're seeing condemn after condemn, and mYi really needs to split against those because that's going to just continually stun their team comp.
Yeah, we saw in the last fight in this area, BKB just so good, and that is going to help Li Ming so much in the late game. Second, that Disintegrate's available, which is not that far away, actually, then that is going to be terrifying for mYi. But they don't need to fight around level 10 time. Instead, they've already got their turn in, and they can split off the lanes and start catching up in XP and just avoid a fight until they too have their level 10s.
Yeah, that's basically going to be the name of the game here. It's very nice for mYi that they have their turn in before 10 as well. So because Virtus.Pro is going to have 10 first, but because they got that safety turn, they don't have to worry. And by the time that these cans are even finished firing, before the turn-in's even available, they should be able to grab that.
There is the level 10s coming in for Virtus.Pro. They do have that Disintegrate. No surprise there. In fact, no surprise on any of these heroics. And they're able to use the advantage they have to take down this mercenary camp. However, Bloomby gonna attempt to slow them down. We have Merklord Siege Giants coming in.
Oh, but here comes the flank from behind, and a huge gust comes in from HotS. He's being disintegrated currently, but already we got a kill on Sonya. And Power of Dream is gonna be the next to fall. Lunarn also having to wolf away, grabbing a heal, trying to save him, but it's not going to happen.
Lunon very nearly getting blocked out by that force wall, and mYi waiting for their 20. Like we said, they split off, waiting for their 20, and immediately took a huge fight, and that is great for them. They now are ahead in XP from where they were behind, and they are looking solid here, using that cannon turn and basically gave them the XP for 10, and they timed that with their engage. Absolutely solid.
They have 19 coins, so of course this first turn will be easy. And then actually, once they grab that, they're both going to be even at 7 coins apiece for both of these teams. So no turn-ins available, and that's why this push to the bot lane is really important. And of course, with Merklord, it's a lot more powerful here.
Yeah, and we do actually see Sonya still here with this. There's only one giant left, but that Merklord still gonna be helping out, so they're gonna be able to push in here with that extra damage. Sonya just zoning out BKB, so we can't do anything about this, and the fort will fall. However, we see a counter push up in the top lane. Virtus.Pro will grab a fort in exchange for this.
Yeah. And mYi edging their way closer and closer to level 13 here.
2 for 1 force, taking down that top one thanks to that turn-in. That does unfortunately mean they weren't able to kill the fountain, so they do, shot is wasted there. Virtus.Pro using their advantage, they know where everyone is, they take the boss, and that is likely going to force mYi to at least send a couple people back once they've got this mercenary camp so that they can deal with this, whereas Virtus.Pro, they have a little bit more freedom to grab a couple more coins so that they have enough for their turn-in.
Yeah, exactly. The only coin camp, just looking at the minimap really quickly, that they have available, they can either take the coin camp on the red side of the map, or they can actually just grab these bruisers to get it. But mYi is going to want to deal with this boss ASAP. And in fact, they're just going to leave HotS deal with it. I do like that, so we can fly in and deny this coin turn, because they know that Virtus.Pro should be able to get that last coin here.
Yeah, mYi though, going aggressive here. Nice use of the force wall. They're going to get the coins with their level 13 advantage. They have a talent lead, and HotS can fly down. Second, he's double disc, going to grab the fountain because he's running low on mana. And yeah, the level 13, too scary for Virtus.Pro. They're not going to move in. They're not going to try and contest it.
Yeah. And so many coins here for Virtus.Pro that they don't have to force the issue yet. They also know mYi doesn't have enough. I'm going to just go ahead and clean up this lane Falstad finally taking out that boss in the top lane is going to have to deal with the next Merc wave that follows. But while Falstad is up there, they're going to try to move up here and start an aggressive move towards that turn. Looks like they're going to take the Bruisers on their way there.
Yeah, they will grab those Sea Giants, so they'll push the bottom lane, whereas mYi's still hanging around this area. They have nowhere near, they are one short of their turn, and there's the chest. If they can move on to one of those, the top one is the name of the game, whereas Bumby manages to just grab one with a drive-by there, able to just grab a coin. However, we're seeing Virtus.Pro taking a huge amount of control over this middle area, playing very aggressively to give Lunan the room to get that turn in. In the meantime, Sonya got all the coins from the top chest.
Yeah, you know, it's a small victory for Sonya to grab those coins, but I think this is much more important. Virtus.Pro also was able to do this without 13, and they're going to go up here and try to grab these. A huge amount of spells being blown there onto Falstad. Down he goes. Tevkaja actually trying to do some damage here as well, and Power of Dream coming on the left side. Great double stun there, and Force Wall to try to disengage.
Yeah, they're trying to chase down Darkmock here. They're getting the slow from the totem. Nice spear to try and escape here. He has the movement speed, and it looks like he will escape. Only just though, gets a bit of healing, gets a bit of shielding, and he gets out. Li Ming did go back to grab the coins off Falstad because they were so busy chasing that they were just left there.
So basically we just saw a set of great moves from Virtus.Pro that actually catches them up in EXP. They have evened up the coin turn-ins. It's both 14 apiece now at this point. They are a few coins behind in that way. mYi is holding on to enough of those for a turn-in. Looks like they want to just posture around here defensively. We're seeing them roam as 5. And this is a cool move because you can get a party bush and maybe grab kills. And at worst case scenario, you just invade and take their Giants.
Yeah, and that's what they're going to do. They're going to grab the Giants because we saw a great scout there from Blumby, able to see everything that's going on. Falstad still getting his team back into it bit by bit and actually keeping their XP lead thanks to that split soak that he's able to do and just fly in to help out at any point. Virtus.Pro just going to get rid of all their coins. They don't have enough for a turn-in, but they're going aggressively, so why risk losing coins when they do? They have that glass cannon. Li Ming would be devastating to lose if she had coins on her, and if she goes down, the rest of them aren't going to be faring too well either.
Yeah. 3 coins to go for Virtus.Pro now. With all of the roaming we've been seeing from HotS, he's got like 25 stacks already. I just checked, so he's becoming more and more powerful the longer this game goes on. Look at how much damage Neon takes. He does not have a lot of health with that glass cannon, but he's so dangerous. I think Virtus.Pro is hoping they can actually get to level 20s here. If they can actually draw this game out long enough to get the slow onto the Disintegrate, that's when they're going to have their best and biggest power spike here. Yeah, and turn-in goes to mYi.
Yeah, there's a good chance they could delay this game out, though. They have a lot of long-range poke for a bit later on if once we get to the really dangerous turn-ins. They have a great amount of wave clear to prevent mYi winning just via the split push from the Falstad they've been using. They are in a good position to delay this out, and for now, they're going to be doing what they've done a couple of times now. Avoid the fights, look for anything that they can grab coins, grab XP, because currently all the lanes are pushed up, so they can't get too much. But they're just working their way towards their own 16s and avoiding the fight.
Now, Falstad getting that stun at 16 is pretty powerful. Blumby again using these aggressive Dwarf tosses, trying to get picks. Force Wall does go down to try to lock these heroes out. Thrall is alone here. He could get a good sundering, but there's no follow-up. And he's just going to try to join up with his team. They may lose these Giants. This is pretty greedy from mYi.
Yeah, they don't have 60. Virtus.Pro still don't have 16s, so they're still just going to let it go. And it would be really risky for mYi to push with that Mercenary Lord, so it won't take too much effort for Li Ming to take down those Giants. And Virtus.Pro just continuing to move around the map, soak XP, currently getting ready to go for their bruisers, but mYi, they won't interrupt it. In comes Falstad, looking for a good angle there. There's the Mighty Gust, pushing him into the wall, but not the angle they wanted.
Yeah, with a good reaction there from Virtus.Pro, I think that was the best Gust he could have gone for, because this gives them a steal here on this camp, and as well, just the 2 coins that they need. And with Sonya in this comp, they could actually push with this. It would be insane. Looks like they're just going to rotate away. Do you think they're going to go boss here? There's an opportunity for it.
It's an opportunity, but it would be a risky one. Virtus.Pro still up and even on tribute times now. This would be bad. Lunan surviving.
He has to go ahead and self-ancestral. Neon doing so much damage from behind. Tassler just barely getting his heal off there on himself with the phase shift. Blumby taking a lot of damage, has to avatar his way. And again, the Gust is the spell that saves the day.
Yeah, mYi looked really risky there. That strafe doing so much damage, but they're able to survive once again, like you said, thanks to that great Mighty Gust. But they're using this to go for the boss because they know the Virtus.Pro are going to be going for the turn-in, but they're not just going for the turn-in. They're coming up towards this top lane because where else would mYi have gone to?
Exactly. Now, it looks like they're not going to get there in time. It's going to be so close. They're on their way up. They're not even going to be able to really take this fight. They're trying to set up an area here within this watchtower to set up that engage, but they can't deny as the boss will be pushing top lane.
Mirror Ball is ready, and we're seeing it come out now from Neon. He's dropping a lot of damage here. In comes Hasu. No, that Iron Skin is good.
Oh, that's a really great force wall, though. Neo, again, on Glass Cannon is so low on health. He does teleport away, but Hasselhoff's on the chase. He does get that pick.
The strafe in the backline, though, is doing so much damage, and that will force mYi to back up a bit because the Karaziv AoE healing so good. There's the stun on Vala, but the cleanse will allow her to pull back behind the wall. But now it's a 5-man push versus 4, and the 5 men have a boss.
Now, 5-man with a boss. This is a really strong push. This could be a push to end. Virtus.Pro has to be very careful. 20 more seconds on Lei Ming. One of the best heroes at stopping pushes like this because of her wave clear. Oh, man, Thrall is kill here. That's 2 down.
And they're going in. The palm was used. It did not pop, but there's the gust to push everyone away from BKB and the keep. The keep goes down, but mYi, they're not going to risk their tournament life by pushing in with only a quarter health boss when a Lei Ming is just about to respawn.
They also have 2 chests available, and Hasselhoff is going to be able to solo the bot one. Tastar coming up as well. And with his Ice Storm, he could obviously clear that very, very quickly. And once they take both of these, they will have enough for another turn-in. So they're just going to play this safe, try to grab a turn-in, try to get another keep. Don't forget Sonya's ability to grab camps and push them with Merklord. They have so much reason to, they have so many reasons to have not actually gone core there. Just back off. They're so ahead. They're 2 levels up right now. They're nearly level 20.
Yeah, but we have mentioned that level 20 is where Virtus.Pro are going to get their power spike, but they are basically a full level behind it. It's about to get more because of that turn-in. Going to give a huge amount of XP over to mYi when it takes down the keep. So that is 2 keeps down already. The bottom one going to take a lot of damage as well. I don't know how many structures are left down there, but it could... No, it doesn't look like the keep will go down there, so they will still have 1 bot lane. Going to be the lane they won't have to focus on as much.
Yeah, it's going to be significantly damaged. If we ever see Sonya grab those 2 bot camps, or even potentially 3 if they invade, it's not going to last very long with all this damage. Now, VP is going to just aggressively rotate together here as 5. They're going to steal this camp.
Yeah, they will grab that and put a lot of pressure onto that bot lane, or at least take it off. Oh, they're baiting.
Oh, they're hiding this. This is so smart right now. It looks like they're going to try to hide this. Oh, it just did not. They don't have vision, so they have to be careful here. They're going to recall at this point in time. And Sonya even using her heroic there.
Yeah, they left so quickly that they left the coins behind. They so didn't want to take the risk. BKB popping the Iron Skin. The Mighty Gust was not... There it goes in the wrong direction. BKB still on the run. In comes power. Sundering used. And it looks like BKB may escape. His team is right, but nice force wall.
He doesn't have Indestructible. They're not level 20 yet. That Ancestral barely goes up on BKB. Big Storm Shield going down. It looks like mYi wants to continue the chase.
Hasselhoff took a lot of damage from Lei Ming, but they're continuing to give chase once again. We're seeing Lei Ming dropping so much damage, and that is preventing the backline heroes from really getting what they want to do done. And a really nice disengage from Virtus.Pro, really saving themselves there, where BKB looked almost guaranteed to die.
Lunar hitting that beautiful Ancestral. I mean, that's really the story of that last fight. Look at this, though. Dark Mog is going to go ahead and take this camp, and the Giant camp is going to be taken on the right side as well. And with Merklord, they could try to push it. They nearly have enough coins for a turn-in as well at 14 of 18 currently.
Yeah, and level 20s are available for mYi here. Virtus.Pro have been having a lot of trouble with that Mighty Gust from Hasselhoff, and now he has the Epic Mount, which is going to make it so much easier for him to get those engages off like they have been so far. And that's going to be so dangerous for Virtus.Pro, who are going for a sneaky wraparound. Are they just going for... They're going to threaten
they're
core,
going to go for it. They're going to go for it. I'm not sure that there's vision of this. I don't think they know.
They do now, thanks to the wall, but they're going for it. We immediately see mYi being back. Virtus.Pro putting their tournament life on the line. Good start with the Blessed Shield. They're going to try and end.
Oh, they're going to try to. Neon doing as much damage as he can. This is not looking good, though, as already 2 members are down, and BKB getting very low. And GG called here already as they all in and fail. And with that, mYi will just march across the map.
Yeah, the Sundering was stunned out there and interrupted. GG's called, and that is going to be mYi Insanity going to Korea with Team Dignitas. Super well played by them.
We're going to watch this core go down in style with that Heroes of the Storm music playing here. mYi Insanity, such a well-played game here. Virtus.Pro going for that all-in on the core. Good response from mYi Insanity. They got back just in time, and now we're just going to watch it burn.
Yeah, the core being taken down here. It is GG. mYi Insanity, they beat Dignitas before, but now they get the chance to try it again. The seeding points are important here, and there are your winners. They'll be going to the finals. They'll be going to Korea, but they still have one more series to play.
That's right, and that last series is very important because it's not only going to be for $5,000 different for first place, but you do get to skip the group stage in Korea if you win first place, which is so important because a lot of teams do struggle in that group stage, and just having that free move on into the later stage of the tournament is so very important.
Yeah, valiant effort by Virtus.Pro, though. They put up such a good fight to try and get this far. That Li Ming looking very scary there, but mYi Insanity able to do such a good job. And we do have to point out that it was actually 10 kills to 1 in favor of mYi Insanity at the end there. We have to give a shout out to HotS. Every single gust was so good.
So good. And even when the gusts weren't going to go off the way he wanted to, he made them work to disengage as well. We do see mYi Insanity coming over here to actually, have a few hugs with some of the Virtus.Pro members. It was a very close series. I mean, down to the wire, especially in those last 2 games.
Yeah. It was so down to the wire that we saw such an act of desperation by Virtus.Pro, which I'm sure the analysts will have something to say about. So we're going to throw it over to James and the analysts on the desk.
Thank you very much, guys. What a way for mYi Insanity to qualify for Korea. Coming into this tournament, let's start with the broader picture first. 8 teams came here. Did you expect mYi Insanity to be one of them going to Korea? All German bias aside, before you even go there.
I mean, sure, I did. No, but in all seriousness, mYi Insanity has always been considered to be the dark horse, right? To be an underdog with huge potential. And now I'm really happy for them that they managed to sort of get it done, to show the world how good they are and what they're capable of. Super cool.
I didn't expect it. I think it was questionable if they would make it out of the group. With Na'Vi and Dignitas being in it, it was one of the strongest groups that we had here. And it was always known that they could make it out of the group. They came in first, which was already a big surprise. And now they make it to Korea. I think for them it is a massive achievement. And it's well deserved with the games that we've just seen.
Yeah.
They are the team that made it through to the semifinal, and now they just took down Virtus.Pro.
Huge, the biggest part, entire moment of their career in Heroes of the Storm so far. To be able to qualify for Korea, moving on forwards. I'm very, very excited to hear what HotS has to say over on the stage with Marcella.
Thank you, Katowice. And yes, congratulations. You guys are also going to South Korea. How do you feel about that?
Great. It's awesome. Last year, I lost in the semifinal, and this year we made it. It's great. It's a dream.
Can imagine. And you guys picked in the second game, Uther. Is not really a common pick lately with a healer. Why did you pick him?
So we actually planned to pick Monk, but Splendor said he feels if we pick Monk, we might lack the initiation to kill people because we had Vikings, so we were roaming as 4. And I mean, we agreed with him, so we picked Uther, and I think the game was actually going well. We were ahead, but then it was the last fight was an absolute disaster. I think Splendor didn't get the Divine Shield on Zagara. He Divine Shielded himself, and then we all died. And I tried to core, but it wasn't enough, so I don't think the draft was the problem. It was just a misplay by us.
Too bad, but you guys won, so it's good. And you guys will play now against Team Dignitas in the finals. Are you confident about winning this or a bit scared?
No, not scared at all. We beat them 2-0 in the group stage. And I mean, we achieved our goal. We wanted to become top 2, to go to Korea. And the rest is just, we play it, we give our best, but I mean, we're going to Korea. That's awesome already.
Exactly, they're going to South Korea, guys. Thank you so much. I wish you a lot of luck in the finals. And back to you, Katowice.
All right, thank you very much, Mark.